confidence
All
in
right.
their approach.
Siri set a timer for 3 minutes. There it is. It's official. Here we go. All right.
We'll restart if we get a challenge on the first
Understood,
rally.
like the last match. Let's play pickleball. Oh. How about that, Mary Brascia? Get that the heck on out of here, Deco. Look at that smile.
She's probably the top 3 player I'd want mic'd up live during a match.
And Anna Bright would be in that mix too, so this would be a good one.
Second serve.
So 2 matches in a row with the lefty, which puts the ladies and the dudes in front of each other.
0-0-2.
Love the move. Just a tad late.
0-0-1.
I mean, she cheers like her life is dependent on it. That was a panicked cry the second go.
0-0-2. Point.
Yeah, that can't happen for the upset. I don't care how many minutes we put on the clock
1-0-2.
here. Oh, man, sat on it on the first rally and was there again.
2-0-2.
Nice little one-handed flick there, and you heard a sorry from Anna Bright. Why did she say sorry?
I think was just left up a little too high. But good for Mary to reach in there. Again, that's something we're seeing in the women's game. There's probably a dozen that are reaching in, flicking, poking.
Second serve.
Sometimes it's not all that complex of a shot technically, but there's a mental confidence and comfort that, you know, that ball's going to come back if Anna and Decker on the other side.
Wow. Look out, Augie, because that punch from Deckel is heavy.
1-2-2.
All right, the 3-minute timer just went off. Is there a chance at an upset here?
There's still a chance.
Okay.
There's still a chance. I like Augie's sport mode look. He always looks athletic without overdoing it. I always tell him props to that. And he's hungry.
Yeah, because he would like to say, yeah, I'm a great MLP player. Watch me make a big run this year, try and make the finals in men's doubles and mixed.
Nice roll there.
Yeah.
I mean, down in a hurry. Put that thing in the mulch. That is nice.
3-1-2.
To clarify, there's a chance, Dave, I think they have to take game 1.
Okay.
I don't think Declan or Anna or anyone out here on the tour is fully susceptible to the pressure of being a number 1 or number 2 seed and potentially being upset. So I think they would have to feel that game 1 loss on them.
Got it.
For it to really be an upset.
Augie will drive the forehand and the two-handed backhand, so gets a miss there.
2-3-1.
we're still playing. Mary's sitting on that again. This is fantastic. All right.
Okay.
What a rally.
She kind of has that like Finding Nemo flipper, like just out to her right side. She gets around it just enough.
3-3-1. Second serve.
I mean, sometimes just blunt force trauma. Dude hits the ball hard.
I swear I'd beat him in arm wrestling, finger fencing, you know, whatever it is on the wrist, I would beat Declan, but somehow he generates so much from such a compact punch.
I would not, Declan, just in case you're listening to the stream later.
We can never test it because I can't risk his career.
No. Okay. Get the pirouette from Mary. That's usually good news, and they're right back in this with a 1-point lead.
4-3-2. Cut out.
I'm not sure how the Mary Augie partnership came to be, but maybe they just looked across each other at the side courts and said, you finish your forehands high above your head on the same side of your body, we should play.
I know he's been a guest on her podcast too, so there was a connection earlier in the year on that. Yeah, they played in San Clemente earlier this year together and in Sacramento, so a couple of very different California tournaments. Wow.
Good follow-up there from Deckel, but I was not expecting the AB speed up there.
No.
She was a few steps off the kitchen, and Mary met it really well.
Really well. Like, I think she thought I'm perfect here and just got beat by Deckel. As much as AB speaks about running faster to her partner, she also warns when she's thrown a ball 50 feet in the air. You'll hear up just trying to give her partner even a half a second of warning. Lefty save. We had two southpaws on the court for a second there, but what a good grindy rally for Augie and Mary. And I think we have a timeout. Nope, just slowing the pace here again. We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, it was odd. I mean, I think it was an odd strike by Augie, and Deckel looked over to Augie. Yeah, looked off the ball to Augie to see if he was stopping, and he wasn't.
Yeah, because the sound was different too, so we knew there was some skin contact. And Augie all over that Deckel bar speed up from the right side. And just to update a new rule change, see Mary jump in the Ernie to feather the ball over, but now your body can cross if you don't touch it, as long as just a piece of it is on the other side. So I'll finish that thought after this round. So before even 1 millimeter of you crossing the plane of the net and you didn't touch it was a fault. Now almost all of you can do it. You could straddle it over there and that's okay. So new rule just started here in this event, and I like it. Because a lot of the time you're trying to funnel the ball over, you don't get it, and you don't impact the point at all, yet your toe was passed. So haven't seen that yet in this tourney, but just wanted everybody to know that's coming. A tee serve. And Mary Brascia.
Yeah, she's pulling. But they're also in the settled points. They're moving the ball, Augie and Mary are. They're really pushing the corners. They're not just trying to settle in and make it bounce. They're trying to push AB and Deckel off the court. Mary almost held out the face block from Augie.
That was self-defense if I've ever seen it. You gotta save that pretty moneymaker.
6-6-2.
And Mary Brascia sends it past Deckel again.
And Augie, I think, had some nice partner energy with the nope.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't come at my girl. They're smiling. This is a good.
Yes. Compared to we saw disconnected in this in the last match, much different here. Mary knows that ball has to bounce because that dude is tall.
And he plays tall. That's what we talked about quite a bit. You know, you could be 6'2" in the limbs, but if you're not wanting the ball and wanting to reach in and take it out, it doesn't really matter.
Anna can scream go all day long on that one. Big D is not getting to that. So perfect skitter off the tape, and Brascia and Guh have the lead back.
7-6-2.
Ooh, I like it though. That is Augie's shot, and that's why he had that meteoric rise in the first 5 months of the year. That inside in off the bounce was his shot, and he later admitted it got found out. You know, he couldn't go to that nearly as much, but I like the pull.
Yeah, when you're new, it's so fun. No one's seen anything. They're like, what was that? And then they're like, oh, I know what's coming now. Yeah, that's part of the, they learn your tricks quickly. Great lead there. AB goes for the poke through the middle and not with a lefty. It got demolished right back at her.
7-7-1.
Good setup there. And you see he held that first dink, and instead of pulling inside in, he just kind of curled it at the dink, got Deckel off the court. So it's a good shot, but just trying to be a little too fine with the speed up after. Okay.
Dude's tall. Mary is laughing at that on the other side. She's just glad she's not wearing it. So tied at 7 here.
7-7-1.
How in the world did he keep that in? But he sure did. That was remarkable, because that was a big swing from Deckel.
8-7-1.
He knew he earned something, but Augie got it just far enough.
8-7-2.
It's interesting. Mary's been putting a lot of dinks in the middle and pays the price right there.
Yeah, there's been 2 or 3 that have been left up high and just become clean winners. Continue.
All right, so again, the conversation, this is what we need to do to win. Now it's about executing. Wow, Augie wears that one. Goes to the tattoo parlor, didn't have an appointment, and we are at game point.
10-7-2.
See if they can get in, Dave, and work the point. I think it's pretty neutral and/or tips their way a little bit with the dinks and the movement patterns at the kitchen. They just need to get there, and Augie's done a really good job of those cross-court drops.
Wow. Deckel knew he was in jail and threw the door open with his footwork to get out of that. That was impressive. After the Ernie goes off the tape.
And the Deckel body typically can be a good spot. You got to go high because sometimes it's hard to get out of the way. But if you're going to his chest or to his belly button, he's going to smack that with his backhand.
Yeah, that power punch of his is something to behold. Mary was there, and Mary was definitely not there on the last one. Game point number 2 for Barr and Bright, our top seed.
10-7-1. Second serve, game point. 10-7-2.
Wow, that was crazy spin. And Deckel is able to get it just past Augie Gus, so pushed, but
a top 5 candidate. I'm going to say Hayden, and Rachel.
Okay.
I think they're poised in both events to be able to collect some gold.
Love it. And it would be hard to disagree with that, having watched what H has done over the last half of the year, and certainly he and Fed will be the top seed tomorrow in men's singles, or excuse me, men's doubles. Great lead from him right there. Just give up the line. If she hits it there, you clap your paddle.
1-0-1.
Just so under control, placement over power.
He's been working on the two-hander offense quite a bit. He likes to roll it right now cross, but when people are frozen and expecting that heavy roll dink, he's bringing it middle or to that right side or hip.
Rutrow, and that forehand off the bounce has betrayed Augie, and as you mentioned correctly, that is his special sauce. So when that's not working against the top seed, that's a problem. Quick start for Bright and Barr, 3-0. Make it 4. And Deckel is everywhere right now, and a timeout is on its way here.
4-0-1.
And that's just massive forehand. Mary even sat forehand herself and just couldn't block it back in the court. Oh, catch and release, but it goes wide. 6-0. Rampage.
Six, 0-1.
Now 7.
Point.
They're looking like the #1 seed,
Are
and
they
Augie
ever?
and Mary are looking like the 20th seed right now.
After a tightly contested
7-0.
game 1, this is getting away from Augie and Mary quickly. Third shot mob. Don't stick your paddle. Don't stick your paddle in front of your partner, folks. You can even see. And I love the tenacity of Anna Bright. She's ticked off, and she is up a game in 7-0.
7-0-2. Side out.
Okay, they get the ball back. They got to at least get a couple here. Just put a little pressure on the other side. That's what you talked about at the beginning. If an upset was brewing, you got to have some scoreboard pressure. It's hard to beat them in this particular position.
Good dink there from Mary Cross. Drew Deco way out wide. Probably a risk that they're willing to take right now.
Yes.
1-7-1.
Yeah, you got to change your risk reward quotient at this level. And then absolute filth inside out after a beautiful reset. Gave herself a little time, backed off the line. That's just smart pickleball right there.
Point.
We talked about the role of the bench and a friend yesterday in singles, and that still applies obviously to the doubles format. You know, that someone there's got to tell them, hey, go out guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
You know, go give it your all. Go take some more risk. You know, losing 11-4 doesn't really matter here.
Right.
Your day is going to be done either way.
Deco was surprised that came back.
7-2-2.
Great setup from Deco again, attacking cross court.
And I think we heard that coming out of the timeout of if she's got the forehand, you can attack that.
Yeah.
So I think Anna really cued in on that aggressiveness from Deco.
That's just filthy. So much spin on that, Ryan. That is tough to deal with in the midcourt.
2-8-1.
Brilliant from Mary Brascia right there. Love to see somebody take the two through the middle there.
Way to work in. She set herself up. Similar stroke, similar approach to the ball with 3 good cross-court dinks and caught him by surprise.
Speeds it up. That might have clipped the tape because he apologized. And a nice little run here.
Second serve.
Got to get a couple more here. Still down 4. field goal is most definitely good on that one. It's interesting. They sometimes unwind the stack, sometimes don't. Obviously, here on 8, this team works well together for their first ever tournament. He's everywhere because Deckel again thought he hit a winner through the middle and it came right back.
8-4-2.
That's just a little disrespectful there from AB. But we were talking about lefties and their uniqueness and how they kind of stand apart. But, you know, a lot of lefties don't have the biggest and most heavy hands out of the air, but they always are kind of punching that back with compact strokes. Pablo, Augie, CJ, Jack Monroe. It's a very similar pattern.
Pop up in a Mary apology to Augie.
Like if they can get to dinking, they're fine. It's fine, and if not good, they just can't short circuit the point and give them the easy rally enders.
Mary Brascia, willpower did not get the Augie third over, so stuck on 8 for a bit. Here can Barr and Bright get a couple more and get even closer to the semifinals. Augie hooks a return well deep. Timeout forthcoming. So Bright and Barr are just 2 points away from a little pushback from Augie and Mary, but now right on the edge here within 2 of semifinals. Wide again, so Mary has risked giving up the ATP, but those have both been effective for her. Okay, well deep. So here we go. GE needs to GO right now. He did. I'm not sure he's going to win that rally a lot of times with the ball in that spot for Deckel, but that time it worked.
Oh,
that lands in. Touchdown, Mary Brascia.
YMCA for Mary going on the volley lob.
Shank prayer. Wow, and the missed return, and look at this. So GO indeed, and they are within 2 on. This is when you see a new team, how do they deal with a little adversity here? A couple misses in the midcourt that are usually routine for these two, but what a run. So can they get 2 stops and get the ball back? Missed dink from Mary brings Barr and Bright to a match point. Huge serve, forehand combo platter we've seen. Welcome back, everybody, to the Daytona Beach Open presented by Roar Organic. The top seeds living up to the billing. They win at 11-7, 11-8, and are moving into the semifinals, and they join us on center. AB, I'll start with you. When you are playing against a lefty, how does that change your mentality when you go out there when you got a very aggressive Augie Ga across the net from you?
Yeah, it's definitely really different from playing a righty team. Luckily, we played a lefty team early in the day. We played Tanner Tomasi and Alexis Schultz, so it wasn't like our first time seeing that pattern. But I feel like there's been a lot of lefty teams today. You know, we have Pablo and Tyra also in the semis, so we're seeing the rise of the lefty men and mix. It's definitely different. You know, the middle is much less open, and just the whole dynamic is really shifted. So it's definitely different. You have to kind of adjust how you're thinking. If you do go cross, you have to keep it shallow, and it just really changes the patterns.
Congrats on the win, guys. Every player has a different practice routine. Prior to a match, some want to drill and get touches, some want to scrimmage and do points. Where do you guys fall as a new partnership? Pretty same or different?
I think same. Just warm up all the shots and play some points, get the energy up, and some live ball. So it's a little bit different always. Different energy, kind of different movement.
Declan and I literally couldn't be more in sync. We're so in sync.
You are in sync, and I want to follow up on that, Anna. The big fella has been on your bench before when you and Rachel have been playing. How has that helped you in those matches, and how does that help you as a team today?
Yeah, King Deckel is such a good coach, and it's just really, really nice. I feel like because Declan and I have actually never played together before. We played against each other a ton, but I think kind of having that kind of match familiarity with just his energy and everything is definitely great. He's been great to have on the sideline and really, really fun to play with him as well.
Well, it is absolutely working. Congrats, you two. We will see you later on, the last match of the day in the semifinals. Deckel Bar and Anna Bright, the top seed, heading to the semifinals. So,
Thanks, guys.
Speaking of the semifinals, we got two of them. Here's the first one. Big H and Georgia versus Tyra Black and Pablo Tellez.